Hey, what's up YouTube? Skybadger here. We're back on day 30, a little later on in our attack. So as you can see here on the map, we have gained a lot of territory. If we go back just one day, you can see how Poland controlled all this down here, but now we've pushed them back to up here. So what that means is today, day 30, going into day 31, I wouldn't be surprised if we jump to the top. We've captured a lot of cities, a lot of important cities, like that's just 4, 16, 24. Yeah, we're definitely making it to the top today. But I think it is time that I do slow down, I do pull back and let France take some ground. It's all good and well, you know, me taking all the ground, me going on, becoming incredibly strong, but I want to keep the power equal between me and France. That way, if we're both equal, things go a lot smoother. There isn't one of us telling the other what to do, and it's less likely that we will backstab each other in the future. So I'm going to slow down a little bit, let France take some land, and hopefully even it out a bit. Although I won't slow down in here, I'm going to keep going at the same rate. It is important that I do capture a lot of this land, because if I don't, Egypt will. And although we are not at war at Egypt, he will be the next target. So it is very important that we do make the right moves here to stop Egypt from claiming territory. So I'll see where this unit here is marching in, and if it's anything too dangerous, I will just stop construction of that anti-tank and pull back. I'm not going to fight a battle I can't win. So at the moment we're clearing out most of Poland's navy in the area. This is a slow process, but it's got to be done. We can't really do the bulk of it until this battle group down there reaches up here, and then we'll stand a better chance of doing so. But in terms of the naval battle that has ensued up here, we're slowly breaking it down and slowly getting there. As you can see, cruisers and battleships are engaging his only battleship. But because it is paired up with a sub, most of the damage that we do is divided between the two. So because battleships suck against subs, they're actually not going to do much damage. Same goes for the cruisers. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm using this destroyer group here to hunt some subs and take them out, and then I'll send this over to here to take that out. Now it's also worth noting at the moment that how I did this attack was I sent the submarine first in to engage, and then automatically this battle group here will start attacking that. And subs don't take much damage from subs or destroyers, sorry, battleships. So basically with those two fighting, I can save a lot of damage and a lot of hit points by then sending in my destroyers and my cruisers, because as you can see here, these haven't taken any damage. So that's what I've done there. I've sent the sub in to draw their attention, draw the fire. If Poland was here right now, what he should be doing is diverting fire back onto the destroyers, because the destroyers are weak, and that would be the best way to go about it. But he isn't, sadly. So that's what's going on here. Now, we did fire our rockets off, and Poland did the smart thing, and sort of a not so smart thing at the same time. He retreated everything. So initially, we fired all of our rockets, and we took out a fair amount of troops, not much. What we did do is we destroyed all of his runways towards the front of the front lines. So he had to send all of his rockets that weren't retreat back, and we were able to pick those off with our air force, like I expected we would do. And now we're just continuing to pick off what we can, but we're still running into some pretty good resistance. Poland is putting up a good fight, and I want to say Poland has been a pretty good sport about this. Sportsman award for this game goes to him. I'm pretty big on sportsmanship, and Poland gets it. Like, we attacked, and you know, obviously he wasn't happy about it. We kind of stabbed him in the back a few times, but he took it like a champ. He didn't get all shitty like you see some players do when you backstab them. He understood it was a game, and he hasn't given up, and he's continuing to learn. He's still talking to me, and I'm still offering him advice. So I'd like to say, well done to Poland for having the character he has, not getting all shitty, because like I don't know how many times I've attacked players that I'm already enemies with, and they get all shitty about it and you know, start using very, very bad words that I should not mention. I could mention them. This is my channel. I don't know. How do you guys feel about very bad words? Post in the comments. So you know, well done to Poland for not being a bad sportsman. And that is really, really good to see, that there is still some people in the community that don't get all shitty when they lose. So, with that in mind, things are going pretty well. We are, you know, we're slowly advancing, and considering how ineffective our initial rockets were, our aircraft have picked up from there and are dealing the brunt of the damage. Unluckily for Poland though, the majority of our troops are moving, so he can't use his remaining rockets, which he still has plentiful amounts of, to fire back. So what he should be trying to do is he should be sending troops in to stall units and then fire rockets at them. That would be his best chance. So at one point we did control Warsaw, and that is where we took a massive amount of casualties. If we come into here and we have a look, yeah, we're now nearly even. Up until last night when I went to sleep, it was about 16,000 to 2,000. But overnight, I sent troops into here to capture it, and although we did capture it, he sent troops back in to capture it. But the good thing is that was the capital. We did capture it. We now have a buttload of money, and all of the provinces we captured yesterday will not rebel today because they got the morale boost. So that's awesome. So that will definitely secure our first place at today's day change. So I just got to carry on marching, keep an eye on troops, use the Air Force, and once I can get my aircraft carriers up into here, it's going to be pretty useful because I no longer have to reconstruct runways. And I have to admit, it has been pretty annoying that in the last update they made the requirement that to build rockets level 2 to 4 you need level 2 runways. So for Poland, myself, France, that has been pretty annoying. We all had rockets at the front, and now we can't reinforce them. Poland can't because he lost all of his level 2 runways he has in his core. I can't because all of my level 2 runways are back at home. So, you know, that is a pretty big effect right there. And you know, not meaning to have much of a rant about it, but I feel like that could have been implemented a little better. Along with the whole rockets now up requiring 100 oil as upkeep. That was pretty annoying too. I went from about this much upkeep, this much per hour to like minus 100 an hour. Luckily I fired all my rockets to Poland and it evened it out. So thank you for watching, and I'll update you again later.